Well, hello. So it's Wednesday, it's the midweek sci-fi chat. Right, well, I saw Spider-Man Far From Home yesterday. I think I'll give spoilers out now, actually. I know it's been 24 hours, but I mean, the leaks are all over the internet. Should I give out the spoilers? Should I? Well, I don't know. So, the midweek show. Right, what's this? Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard you. Right. Okay, right. Yeah, so I saw Spider Man yesterday and I really enjoyed it. It was sort of really good. It was then, I mean, obviously, it's not Avengers Endgame. The scale of that film was absolutely massive where that were going. Do you know what I mean? And Spider Man were like, it were a nice step down, I suppose, from that, but it was just right. You know how it sort of works. Uh, there's a good 10 minutes of film that sort of really goes into the whole, how do you say it, uh, life after the snap, but they call it the blip. It actually shows you people blipping back in again, which were quite cool. Like Aunt May, she appeared in her apartment 5 years later, and there were a new family living there. And this woman accused her of being her husband's mistress, which was quite funny. I've got to admit, I really do fancy that Marissa Tomei. Well, I mean, it's genius idea how they've made Aunt May a lot younger, isn't it, really? It sort of changed quite a lot of stuff. But, the Mysterio thing was, how do you say, rather cool. Because if you've been reading Marvel comics for about for as long as what I have, the whole Marvel sort of thing, it were all in comics, but to see it live action, and the tech Mysterio uses were pretty cool. Hello, Jane. How are you? How's your week been? You know, hope you're well. So, I'm talking about. I saw Spider Man yesterday. It was rather good. I do recommend it. Do you want me to tell you any spoilers? I don't know if I should. I mean, it's been 24 hours, since Spider Man was on, so I don't know. So, anyway, it was great. I mean, if you sort of like used to seeing Mysterio, it was interesting how his costume sort of worked. He was never there. And whereas in the comic, he's sort of there, isn't he? With his technology and his holographic projectors. But he's actually in another location projecting this, and the helmet's like a hologram thing. What he wears, which is sort of quite cool. I mean, I suppose you've heard that. I suppose you have heard that. Jonah Jameson from the last Spider-Man movies, he turns up at the end, which is sort of interesting. All right, cool, Clutch, how are you? Yeah, talking about Spider-Man Far From Home. Hope you've had a good week. I don't. If you haven't seen it yet, I won't really give any spoilers. I could sort of skim like around the outside of the film, which is sort of interesting. I think we know where Marvel's going for the next couple of movies now. Which it's sort of interesting. I can say this. I think Sword is going to replace Shield. I think after what's happened, I can sort of see the creation of Sword now. Just some guy. How are you, bud? It's good to hear from you. You've had a good week. Just some Coco, good evening. Just some guy. I tried watching a Chinese stream last night. Got 2 minutes. The camera was so bad. The guy was using, and the sound was non-existent. So I had to pull out. I'll have to wait for a better version. Coco, I haven't seen it. Did you like it? Yeah, I did. I did enjoy it. It's not Avengers Endgame, but uh, how do you say it's not Endgame, but it's a great way to platform down from that. And I think you need it now after that to build up to the next big event. And I think Spider-Man Far From Home takes you in that direction. Jane, uh, I heard that Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1 and 2 are much better than Spider-Man Far From Home. No, no. I think the Tom Holland's nailed it. I think, Jane, because it's gone back to Marvel. I'm not knocking Tobey Maguire Spider-Man because I always thought Spider-Man 2 was the best one. Spider-Man 2 was absolutely, it was very good. Was Spider-Man 2, with Doctor Octopus, it was like a proper Spider-Man film. But I just think the old Tom Holland thing's got it nailed. I really do. Apparently, it's going to be doing. He's signed up for 7 movies. I can't see him doing 7 movies. I think they're trying now that Iron Man's out of the picture. I think they're probably trying to, how do you say, push Spider Man to the front now. Making like the sort of icon of Marvel. But I don't think it'll work out. I'm too much of an Iron Man fan. I'd like to see a War Machine movie. Now that would be cool with Don Cheadle. As War Machine taking up the reins of Iron Man, which I think would be perfect. I really do. But it is a great way. I think I know where Marvel's going now. There's about 3 paths. It's sort of the film's going with Secret War, Sword, which I can understand. I forgot what the anagram of sword stands for. It's above shield, isn't it? Protects the earth. And I think we're going down that path of sword as well. So it looks like that's how Earth's going to connect with cosmic stuff. And I think we're going to get Secret Wars. I think the Beyonder's coming in the next. They said it's Corvette. I think it's the Beyonder. But I think the Skrull invasion's definitely coming because the Earth is in like a really paranoid state, and you can't blame them. Everybody up planet's really freaked out. Right. Just some guy. I had a look at the uploads on here right for the after credits. Ooh, Shapeshifters creating a false narrative sounds like world government. It does, run by Nick Fury. I don't know. There's still lots of scrolls though. There's like the nasty ones and decent ones in there, and a lot of people saying it's Sword. But the interesting one was Jonah Jameson from the last Spider-Man movies turned up like an Alex Jones character, which I thought was interesting, you know. But it is a good film. It's like a teenage romance with taking on the bad guy and the superheroes. Do you know what I mean? And it's about him becoming a hero, dealing with it without any Iron Man backup and all this. Because he has a lot put on him and he can't cope with it. Like he's an Avenger, you know. But I don't think the Avengers exist at the moment. I think a lot of them, after what's happened, seem to. Well, I mean, there is obviously there will be a new team coming because apparently Avengers 5 will be getting planned at some point. Uh, I look at the uploads on the after credits. Oh, right, just some guy. I like Maguire's Spider Man. The other dude was more based on the comics, so not to be compared. In all honesty, I like Andrew Garfield. I thought the lizard one it was all right, wasn't it? But thing is with Andrew Garfield, I think he loved playing the part because he did a lot for the part, didn't he? Turning up at hospitals and all this, you know. But I think with the whole thing, you know, he never really got a chance. But after the second one with Electro and Green, that was just terrible, wasn't it? Just some guy. I like Maguire's Spider Man. The other dude after was more. Right. All right, Kenneth. Hope you're all right, mate. Oh, you've had a good week. Warzone noisy. How do you have a second one? Well, that's the good question. It's like the new world. Well, it's the new world order war, isn't it? I saw the conspiracy site, and there's a video on YouTube. I will post it that the CIA is having a big, massive war under the earth. Seriously, I mean, so it comes secret war. You know what I mean? Uh, Jane Taylor, Caroline Munro, and Spider-Man: Far From Home. No, just some guy. The Avengers seem fragmented at the moment. Hopefully, an alternative reality version of Wolverine from Jake Gyllenhaal's world can come through fresh, sharp, and do you want me? Just some guy. Do you want me to tell you? I can't tell you. You've got to see it film, mate. It's I can't. I don't because nobody's seen the film yet. I mean, do you want me to tell you? Because I will tell. If you want spoilers, let me know. I will tell you. It's just I don't want to spoil it for you. Hang on. Evening, mate. All right, Golden Retro Movies. How are you? Hope you've had a good week, mate. Oh yeah, I'll tune into your stream after this, definitely. I do recommend Golden Retro Movies, guys. Give his channel a look. He's got loads of games consoles. Evening, Martin. Managed to catch you before I go up. Just some guy. Oh, go on, please, buddy. Are you sure? Are you? Oh, I don't know. It's looking a bit. It's looking like a bit of. Jane says no, and just some guy goes, "Oh, go on, buddy, please." I just. All right. I'll release one. He's Mysterio from here, but I think they have opened it up to the parallel universe thing, obviously. But Mysterio comes from this world. He's the master of illusion and deception. It's interesting because the film is connected to Iron Man 1 and Iron Man Civil War with the holographic technology. It's sort of quite, that's all I'm going to say, really. But that's all I'm going to say. There's a lot going on in this film, and it's great. I mean, but it does open up where Marvel's going to go. Oh, just some guy. You can't. It's just no, because I have revealed that bit, and the ending with the scrolls. I mean that's all over the place, and Jonah Jameson, but the other important stuff I can't really say. Hello, just some guy. Nice to see you, my friend. Matt. In the comics, wrote Mysterio from Earth. I thought suits. Yeah, he is from here. Yeah, I don't know. I know Marvel's looking at the Ultimates, aren't they? So they are because apparently after the snap, it happened 3 times, didn't it? First with Thanos on Titan, and then it happened twice on Earth, didn't it? And Kevin Feige says over the next several movies now, there's going to be consequences for that type of power being used. But I think it's going to be felt more in Captain Marvel because the next Captain Marvel film, I think, is opening up the Cosmic Bad, which will continue into Guardians of the Galaxy. I hope we get a 4-4, But I don't think there's really much exciting to come from Marvel now, is there really? I think we've seen. I mean, we've got Shang-Chi coming, haven't we? We've got the Eternals, but I don't think a lot of people are going to get the Eternals. I mean, they're not really. I mean, the comics never really took off. They were like the Eternals. I don't know if you've read DC comics. The New Gods. They were a complete rip-off of the New Gods. Like Marvel's equivalent, because same artist left DC and he went to Marvel or something. So I don't know. I mean, the Eternals are cool. I mean, they're superior humans that are immortal, have cosmic powers, and they've all mastered a certain skill. There's Icarus, Cersei, Makari. There's all these like the Sprite. and then there's they all form together and create the Unimind. I mean, it's going to be interesting, you know. But look what they did with Inhumans. I mean, on that TV set were awful, wasn't it? Right, right. Hang on, got just some guy. Please, I can't, bud. I can't. It's not fair, is it? Golden Evening, I must catch you up before I go live later on. Go on, buddy, please. No, I didn't say it. Golden, I put it. No, Golden Red, please don't tell me that. I said, I'm not going to say up. But I think everybody's into pre-credits, saying at the end so I can get away with that. Hello, just some guy. Nice to see you, my friend. In the comics, weren't Messier was. Hello, Jane. Always nice to see you. Golden Retro Mood. Hello, everyone else. Hope you are all well this evening. Marty, what's your favourite story in Sapphire and Steel? The one with the darkness, with the First World War soldier hanging about on the train station, and they sacrificed that psychic investigator at the end. It really freaked me out. And the one with the bean with no face, and they put him in that collider, and he's trapped inside it. They're crazy. And I remember the episode where people were getting burnt in pictures. You know, do you remember? The final episode, Sapphire and Steel, when they get trapped in that cafe bar and they look out a window and they're floating off into outer space, and it finished there. And just some guy. I think team up the original X-Men, including Logan, have them work with the new Avengers, not Purdy, Gambit, and Steed. Oh, cool. New Avengers look cool. Did you not fancy Purdy? She was lovely, wasn't she? Are you excited about? Oh yeah, yeah. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? New Bill and Ted Copeland. I mean, like they're going to be sort of like in the 40s now, families and responsibilities or whatever they've been up to. And where's it all going to go? Where's it all gone? You know, because they changed the world into a happy type of planet, don't they? So it's going to be interesting how it plays out. And I've got a feeling this film will work. Massive Keanu Reeves fan, really down to earth guy. Travels to work on the tube every day. Don't even live in a mansion. Lives in an apartment in Manhattan. And he's just so grounded, honestly. Awesome. I wish we could learn a lot from that dude. He's amazing. I think team up the original. Oh, definitely. I think Keanu Reeves, yeah, in Marvel, yeah. I think he'll end up in Eternals or Adam Warlock in Guardians. But yeah, Bill and Ted 3, yeah. They were crazy, them films, weren't they? I think Tim, right, Coco, are you excited about the new Bill and? Oh God, yeah, yeah. No, I think I posted it on the Sci-Fi page on YouTube, on Facebook. Golden Retro Movie. Looking forward to seeing the new Spider-Man film. It looks amazing, man. Hey, you're going to enjoy it, mate. It's really good. Just some guy, Bodie and Dover, an episode. Yes, that's how they got put together. Yeah, that's true. Where Doyle falls in love with Purdy, but he's going to launch that missile. And Bodie's he's like henchman. Bodie and Doyle, how they work together, and Brian Clemens, Professionals. I love the Professionals. Got it on Blu-ray. It's brilliant. I have a good feeling about Bill and Ted 3 too. I assume that it will be an alternate 29 where the wild stallions have changed the world. I hope so. I do. I'm hoping that they're not going to go where something's gone wrong in their lives and they're both stuck in the 9 to 5 rut. And do you know what I mean? It will be nice to live in a nice world and something happens where they have to change, keep it going. Great concept. Do you remember the second one? They went to heaven and stuff. And they became friends with death. Absolutely brilliant. I wonder if he's in it. Him from the 24th century. I forgot his name now. Do you remember the cartoon series as well? I forgot him with beard, that cool dude from 23rd century. Oh, the babes will be in it. Yeah, I hope so. I wonder if the babes are in it, yeah. Oh, they can't be divorced from the babes. Martin, can you recommend sound from 70s? I like Sapphire and Steel. Oh, I don't know. It's quite a lot. Something cheesy? Planet of the Apes, the TV series, I do recommend. Jen, I say that Senator Logan's Run as well, the TV series. You want to get that feel at 70s science fiction. For me, I'd recommend Logan's Run and Planet of the Apes. I Golden Up, you're okay too. Golden Up, Buck Rogers. Oh yeah, definitely Buck Rogers. Yeah, classic. No, Buck Rogers were more the high end at 7 because I spent a bit more. Battlestar Galactica as well, the original. But there is a lot of nasty, cheesy stuff out there. I bet has anybody seen Mantis, the TV series from 90s? Discovered all episodes on YouTube. It's awful. They only made one season. I got it up your the babe. Oh yeah, babes were marvelous. Golden retro movies and Buck Rogers from you definitely. Said the Rufus, that were it. Oh, is it? How's he passed away, George Carlin? Oh, oh, right. Just some guy. Oh God, when they played battleships with devil, the comedian, the cool guy in Bill and Ted. He died a few years back. He was in. Oh God, was he in Car Wash? Well, oh really? 1976. What I love about doing these shows, you find out all this like information. Yeah, bring back Metal Mickey. We should start a campaign to bring him back. He'd be analog now, though. He'd be so out of date, wouldn't he, now, Metal Mickey? I mean, it'd be like, well, it'd be a bit pointless now, wouldn't it? They'd have to rebuild him, I suppose. I mean, he hasn't got Wi Fi, has it? I don't know. Space 1999 had Bluetooth and Wi Fi, didn't it? You know. I'm doing well, Cold Club. Thanks for asking. Yeah, and Car Wash played taxi driver that was robbed by the blonde. I remember. I remember Car Wash. Car Wash. Yeah. It were a crazy film, that one, it, Car Wash. You know. So, I've heard rumours, guys, that Star Trek Discovery will not be going to Netflix, apparently. There's been some problems, according to Ketwolski on Ketwolski's channel. And some of the people, apparently Netflix, it ain't been doing that well on Netflix. I mean, I'm reading different stuff about this, but it might not be going. Buck Rogers comes from our era in 19 and gets through time now at 24.91. Memory serves me rightly, Jen. I think the Buck Rogers film was 79 though, wasn't it? But it 8 to the. So I saw the cinema. I saw the film at the cinema. And I think that was 79, I think. But the TV series must have come after the film. But yet again, the film was 2 episodes of a pilot put together as a movie with some extended bits, wasn't it? Which got released in Europe and UK. Martin, have you? Hang on, Jen. Martin, have you seen? Yes, David. What is it? Man from Uncle. Made Elizabeth McPhee, the Clay Resource. They made. I think they made about 14 episodes. It had an amazing soundtrack. And David, in from Man from, I forgot his name. David, he played the Invisible Man. David McCullum. Just some guy, proper pit guy, watched the radio announcer says about a congressman. He had nothing against homosexuals as long as they stayed in their place. Oh, yeah, yeah. Cue Huggy Bear walking into the lake. Yep, yep. Uh, the film has a great interval of pretty. It does, it does. It does. Are you on about the Book Rogers? Yeah, it does, yeah. I was in love with Pamela Hensley. I still think she's one of the hottest chicks I've seen in a long time. It's like a porno chick. I'm sorry, I should say that. She's very Princess Ardella. I'm sorry, but it was Princess Ardella for me. Well, I love Wilma. I'd have got married to Wilma, but good God, I would have run off with Princess Ardella. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have said that. I'm trying to be. I'm a man. I'm a male. I'm obsessed with Princess Ardella. You know, Pamela Hensley. She writes cookbooks now for a living. She was in Matt Houston as well, wasn't she? And Death Race 2000. uh, the film was great into full button. Yes, I seen that, Jane Turner. His name is David Cole. It was early 70s TV, recorded in the US. Yeah, well, yeah. You can buy it on DVD as well. Golden Retro Movies. Hello. He was the Clay Resource. And he went out doing missions for that mysterious foundation where they were looking for a cure for him. Do you remember Gemini Man, Ben Murphy? Could turn invisible for 15 minutes. That was terrible as well. Well, it was good when it were on. We used to get it on Yorkshire on a Saturday night. I remember parents used to go out and sit and watch it. It was like big viewing. It was on after Dukes of Hazzard. Never really got into the Dukes, you know. The film's Golden Record say that. Hello, Kenneth McCarran. Nice to meet you and see you this evening. Hope you are well. I fancied Apollo's sister. Oh, God, Athena. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did. I actually will say she was probably the best looking one, wasn't she? Followed by Lorette Spang. She were nice as well. I've got a bit though. I did fancy Sheba though, but Jane Seymour with it. Oh, class she were. Kenneth, Kenneth. She had great legs and a wicked smile that attracted the bad girls. Definitely, definitely. Marianne Jensen, well, she used to be a model, you know, just some guy. Before that, she was a model. Uh, Golden Retro Moves. I really liked Erin Gray myself, and Princess Ardella will be second for me. That body and book. Have you said, yeah, no. I mean, I'm not being funny. I reviewed Buck Rogers. I bought the Blu-ray box set. You know, I got it off Amazon. And I've got to admit, I love Buck Rogers, but I would never cosplay one of them costumes. The white thing they used to wear. Can you imagine what would it be? But no way. But I will say, I mean, I've watched it with a couple of my friends, you know, when we've been hammered. And I will say, first thing comes to mind, it's a porno set. And it was. It was sexy, it was cool, and it was disco, wasn't it? It was of its time. But Princess Ardella, I'm sorry, I would have married Wilma, but I would have probably sneaked off with Ardella for the weekend. That's the only way I can balance it out. And I might have even been tempted to run off with Ardella, but could I ever trust her? But Wilma would be cool, wouldn't she? She'd be like your best mate. So you couldn't do that to Wilma, could you? I'd be stuck between them both because one's naughty and the other one's really nice. You know. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I fancy them both. I met her in Grey a couple of years ago, and she's really nice, and she looks absolutely fantastic for her age. She really does. He's like a big balloon, him now, but she's marvelous. Hang on, I might say that because Caroline Monroe's definitely in the top 10, Jane. I really like him some Princess Ardalus. Martin, don't say it because Cameron will get Gemini. I don't remember Gemini Man. When was that? But in the 70s, it was like, I think it was like a replacement for the Invisible Man. Ben Murphy. I think he was in. Oh, do you remember that Western series? Oh, Smith and Jones. I think it's him. Do you remember Alas Smith and Jones? Well, he's a deep sea diver, and he goes to defuse the nuke underwater, and it sort of goes off. Something happens, and they find his body under the sea or something, and they rescue him and take him back, but he's invisible and he's disappearing apparently. So I don't know how they found his body if it were invisible underwater, but they did. And again, one of these foundations they have in them, you know, these foundations that work for government and investigate stuff. Well, they operate on him. This female, she's lovely, scientific genius. She works out, she stabilizes molecular density, and he can turn invisible for 15 minutes. He made digital watches cool. So he has like a digital watch on, and he goes like that, and he turns invisible and then reappears. So every week he goes out fighting crime. Like they send him on secret missions all over the world. But but if he goes beyond 15 minutes, if he disappears for good, they can't get him back. It's really bad. But Golden Retro Movies, it's on YouTube, so give it a look. But it was Ben Murphy from Alias Smith and Jones. Oh God! Oh, hang on. I don't remember. Just some guy. Oh God! Ben Murphy, the Cowboys. Yeah. Ben Murphy. Yeah, the Cowboy series dude. He also starred as a uni teacher in the sci-fi horror Time Walk. Oh God! Was he in that? Was that him? Time Walk. Oh, that was terrible. I remember. I rented that on video. God, that was awful. Is that him? Bloody hell, Time Walker. Yeah, that you're going. But that's, good God, just some guy. You've got a good memory. I rented that from Barker's Video Library. I didn't realise that was him. Club. Jane Seymour was gorgeous in Live and Let Down. Of course she was. Jane Seymour was gorgeous in everything. Have you seen her now? She looks really good still. Golden Retro Moves. I don't remember Time Walker, just some guy. You must have seen a lot of sci-fi TV shows in your time. I think some of us have, you know. I used to rent a lot of videos. I mean, always in a big video library, they always had the crap section, didn't they? You remember where films were 50p and you got these really dodgy covers on movies? We used to go in there and rent loads of them, didn't you? Because I did. I mean, I do admit I did rent some crap. But yeah, I'm glad I did because look how we're talking tonight. You know, the Time Walker. Bloody, it's like Remo, isn't it? Just some guy. That's it. Smith and Jones. His original site. He did commit suicide. Yeah, suicide in real life. He was so oddly replaced halfway through. He was. Kenneth McKenna, Athena Adam, original PSG, the tight tan uniform, definitely. Woof, woof. Other hot women in sci-fi, Jane Bad. Oh God, Jane Badler. Yeah, I like Lydia. Me, you know, Joan Chadwick. I really like Lydia. I mean, can you imagine being stuck between two women? I'm not. I don't. I'm trying to be all PC. You know, I'm not down the pub now. You know, I'm not saying I'm like that, but I mean, can you imagine? Like, who would you go out with? June Chadwick or Jane Badler, and they're both like them two characters. You just couldn't trust them both. But she were nice though. Once you heard at Lead Resistance, she were gorgeous. Actually, I forgot her name. You know, is it Juliet? who led the resistance. I mean, she's really good looking. I agree that Smith and other hot women sci-fi, Jane Badler, Jenna Coleman. I like Jenna Coleman. I do. Nicola Bryant, Claire Grogan. Yeah, I fancied Claire Grogan for a long time. Somewhat unusual about her. Found her really interesting. I really do like Claire Grogan. Other women, hang on, Martin, would you like to see Justin Bieber? No, Jane. Jane, I think we're all sort of, Justin Bieber as Buck Rogers and Miley Cyrus as Keanu? No, definitely not. Golden Retro Moves, but then again, you might be older than me. Just some guy. No, Matt is a few years older than me, so he can remember stuff I've never seen as I was too young at the time. I am only 50. I've just crossed over the red line now. I was one of those little, just some guy. I was one of those little bastards that was 45-year old, going on wannabe 25 and rented out a lot of sci-fi or as exit you. Oh God, Extra, man. Yeah, I remember Extra. God, I remember that monster thing running about. Yeah, I remember. Do you remember the stuff where everybody were buying that cream products and it were eating them up inside? They were all getting addicted to it, but it was an alien life form. The stuff. Just some guy. Golden Retro Moves. I'm 43, but I can't grow a proper stubble. Honestly, I've still got my six pack. I'm a freak. God, you still got your six pack. Well done. I wish I did. I think it's all years of relationships and God, the rest of partying and everything else I got up to. No, into the quiet life now. Prefer it that way. Partying day, well, it's like pop out now and again, but I don't really drink anymore. I do socially, but I don't drink at home, and I don't really. I'm not really. I can't cope with hangovers, but I do go out. Gold Rated Movie. I'm 43, but I can grow proper. All right. Faye Grant played Julie Claire Grogan. Oh, she looked marvelous. I preferred Claire Grogan to Chloe Anna, even though Chloe Anna is quite fit. I fancied Kaylee Hawes, me. You know Kaylee Hawes from Life on Mars. I met her a couple of years ago at this convention in Peterborough. It rips everybody off. Forgot what it called her. Greatest Show in the Galaxy. It was an interesting one. Had best guest list ever and nobody got paid. So that was interesting. Stayed in the hotel for the weekend. That Kaylee also, she got it like she was in there. I better not go into it because I don't want to get sued. But I sell things. No, not with. There was several actors getting all a bit happy with each other. I was absolutely pissed at the bar. Just some guy was one of those Golden Retro movies on 43. Right, I can grow design. All right. Claire Grogan from Alter Dimmy. She was. Oh yeah, definitely from her. I never understood why they didn't bring her back. To be honest, I'm not looking forward to the next series. I just want them to finish Red Dwarf off now. I really do think it's time for it to be buried now. Sad it's day. I mean, you might not agree with me, but I'll watch it and I don't moan about it. I did like, there were a couple of episodes I did like in the last series. Thanks to some guy, appreciate my friend. Kaylee Oz, she's lovely, isn't she? She's such a nice person as well. Because I was at this convention, this girl, she got right upset about something, and Paul McGann were there, we're in the hotel, and I think she was on the verge of a breakdown. I felt, and she stepped in, and she were out. Kaylee, she stepped in, she really looks after this girl, so good for her. And I really do like Kaylee. She will love their sports with but it's really nice person, very grounded. She's got a beautiful voice, though. And Paul McGann's cool. Thanks to some guy. Appreciate my friend. Okay, Leo's. CP Grow, keep hearing happy birthday. Happy. Yeah, yeah. Just some guy. Golden Retro Movies. Have you seen the new advert? Internet? Yeah, no, I saw it on Facebook, but I didn't press the link because I had to go out. Have you seen the advert in New Slaves Red Dwarf coming out? Coco, did you see the Red Dwarf double A TV? No, I'm gonna actually. I forgot about it. You know when you're on when you're like moving about and you're doing stuff, then you got Facebook on, and then you sort of forget what you saw. I'll check that out in a minute, and then you forget about it. I was playing V Rally last night. I've got steering wheel set, with gears and all this, and I've got several monitors sat driving uphill last. When I got in, I was driving uphill for about 2 hours last night, trying to keep it controlled, pedals and everything. Just some guy. Have you seen right? This year Red Dwarf the ATV had this week. Certainly, Cockle certainly did. Just made sure it was good. All right, Ryan. Good to hear from you, man. How are you? You've had a good week. I always ask if everybody's had a good week because that's big, because midweek and it's the right thing to do. I've had not a bad week myself, and I hope you've all had a good week. But it's good to see you, Ryan. How's things? Good evening. Well, the Red Dwarf as advert was amazing. I'm gonna have to watch that. I forgot about it. Just some guy, Clud. I don't think I'll ever got bored. I've got bored with Red Dwarf. It's an old school tradition. I think, yeah, you've got a good point there. I think you might have a good point. That's right, because every time it's on, I do watch it. I did like every week watch the new episodes. I think it's become part of the furniture, hasn't it, in a weird sort of way. But it doesn't. There is 1 or 2 episodes where it's had the magic. Don't buy the Blu-ray set; it's terrible. Copeland, I don't think I ever get above Red Dwarf. Hang on. I don't think. All right. Just some guy Coco certainly did. Me too. It was good. Good evening, up you. Copeland, I don't think I ever get bored of Red Dwarf. Yeah, I think yeah. I'm like everybody else. I'm sort of in and out with it, but yeah, it's part of furniture. It's like Doctor Who on Christmas Day, isn't it? Good evening, up you. Well, right. Martin, Jane, Martin, your favourite Charlie's Angels, Jill, Kelly, Sabrina, Chris, or Tiffany? Oh. Didn't really watch Charlie's Angels really when I was a kid. Well, I sort of stared at him, bikini shots, but that was about it, really. Never really got favourite Charlie's Angels, Jill, followed by Farrah Fawcett. And Cheryl Ladd, sort of like in later series. Jacqueline, is it Jacqueline Smith? I think it was her. She was my favourite. Golden, hello, right, right. Hang on. Don't think I ever get bored. Right. Do you remember? Right. Hang on. Hello, right. Oh God, just some guy. Do you remember a horror film called Chud and Chud? Yeah. Ain't that about the chemically humanoid underground dweller? Yeah, I remember. I've seen Chud. Yeah. Good God, that you're going back. They were out at the same time as Toxic Avenger, weren't they? Do you remember that Toxic? But I remember Chud. Cannibal humanoid underground. It was something like that, wasn't it? I remember it because the acronym were underneath what it was. Just some guy. I know it was a load of chud. There's another word for it as well, but I can't say it on here. Golden Retro Moves. I haven't seen Red Dwarf adverts yet, Matt. I didn't realise they do. Yeah, I've not seen it myself, mate. I'm going to have to take a look. I forgot all about it. Ryan, I'm working overtime, pay for the missus driving lessons, save for a motorbike myself. Very busy week in M7 over here. I'm glad you're well open. All right, well, good luck with that, mate. I mean that. Good luck with that. I hope you get the motorbike, and I hope you get your missus through driving lessons. I live in London. We don't need. I don't really have urge to drive here, so you know. But good luck with that, Ryan. Hello, Golden Retro. I'm saving up for hot toys at the moment. I bought a lot of them. I wanted more of them, but I'm trying not to buy. I haven't been buying a lot of stuff. I'm sort of trying to stop with the memorabilia. Uh, Still not learned to drive around like I'm in my late 40s. Need to get back to it next month or so. Who used to watch Farmhouse Kitchen? Oh God, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, of that lovely tune that I'm making nod off. It was so British. Just some guy used to watch Farmhouse. Kind of show for a remake. Oh God, Ace of Ones. Yeah, do you know, Kenneth? I've watched that recently. Ace of Wands. I've been watching it. Mr. Bronson's in one, and the actor from Porridge, the nice guard, he plays supervillain with psychic powers. But did you know there's only one season of it still exists of Ace of Wands? Because ITV wiped the first two seasons, and there's only season 3 that exists. And it's interesting because some other people came after Ace of Wands. You know, a brilliant series. I really did like that. Busy Whitney, I'm glad you hope everyone's still. Hello, Golden Retro. Still not learned to drive line right, and show for Ace of Wands, definitely. You can buy it. You can buy it. Martin, just see the Red Dwarf. No, I haven't, bud. I'm gonna Matt, I just sent you. All right, cheers, bud. I'll check that out after this. Just some guy, Golden Retro. I was getting my license as well, 30 old school. God, wow. Well, good on you, mate. I can't drive. Honestly, I parents offered to pay for me, but I went to Spain instead. Honestly, I live in London, so there's no point really. So Golden Retro. I was getting my late last word. I thought you were from up north. I am. I was more interested in going out at the time. I discovered pubs and nightclubs, and I didn't really care. I remember my friend were getting driving lessons, but he learnt when he was in his 30s. I remember that's all I cared about were going on holiday and going out all the time. I used to get into a lot of conflict with my parents. So I'm going out tonight. I was very egotistical back then. I was young and I had hair. I'm from Leeds. Around like if I lived in London, I'd have the same bike at a push, but why bother, good son? Yeah, it's not bad. When they go on strike, you're screwed. All it takes, one tube line, the old city's crippled. Don't travel in rush hour. That's what I try to avoid most of the time. But I avoid it if I can. In London, I'm the same bike push. Yeah. Retro, I'm glad I'm not the only one learning to drive. Feel very old learning at my old age now. Just some guy. You're never too old, buddy. Get it done. Hang on, I wonder what that is. I think somebody else contacted me somewhere else. All right, cheers, bud. Yeah, thanks. I've got the radio. I've got the link. Cheers, Michael. I appreciate that. That's pretty awesome. So right. All right, is that finished? Oh well, if that's finished on that one. So yeah, no, that sounds pretty cool. I'm gonna watch that after this. Cheers, buddy. Just some guy. Hang on, right. You need a car these days to get places quick instead of waiting on those damn train buses. Not in London. It's a bit different. It costs more to park your car outside your house. Seriously, the charge where I live, and charge £220 a year to park your car. Seriously, and that's to get a permit a year. That's the borough I live in. Patricia, Night Ride, hang on, you're never told. Yeah, no, I agree. If I lived, I'm glad I am the only one learning to drive. Feel for it. No, I think it's people learning to drive all the time, buddy. My brother, he's learning now. He's 30. I think he's started quite late himself. I don't know. It never really appealed to me when I was younger. I've thought about it over years, when I was working about everywhere all over the country and that, it might have been handy, but I never got round to it, I suppose. I was so locked into other things. Yeah, I never still get it. Patricia McPherson from Knight Rider, Jane Bruce Scott from Wolf, Catherine Back from Jokes of Acid, Catherine Back, the $1 million legs. They showed the legs for $1 million, didn't they? Golden Retro, you need a car these days to get places quicker instead of waiting on those damn trains and buses around. Like. It depends where you live, I suppose. I mean, like here, we've got buses 24 hours a day here, so I'll say something though. When I leave London though, and you go back up north and stuff, you don't seem to realise like if I go back to say family in that shop shut at 5:30, and buses have one door. It's a bit odd that, but I've lived there 25 years, so you know. Golden Retro Muds. I've got my license buddy about 13 years ago, but it was late getting it. Then it took another 10 years. Oh, God. To procure a vehicle just set back after setback, long story. I agree, Retro, it's grim up north. I think that's a bit of a. I think a lot of the north's quite a nice place, but there is grim places. You want to come here, some grim places here. Golden recently picked up some other people the 1970 series a few weeks back. I've got that. I bought the box set of all 9 seasons. Did you see the latest stuff with Todd from Neighbours? That was awful, wasn't it, when they remade it in 90s? But they did get Christopher Lee as the super villain. Kerry, London, you just memorise under. Yeah, you do. You do. You just know it. You just know how to get to places. Honestly, you just pick it up. I've lived here that long now. I was going to move out. I'm thinking of moving to the South Coast, but I'm still thinking about that. I don't know. Because I can work from home, so you know what I do and that, and so it's not really a problem. Kenneth, London, you just memorise Jane. I won't tell you what Martin. Tell you, Martin, what actor is sexy. Well, what actor is sexy, Jane? I think we all want to know, don't we, guys? All right, just some guy. Well, who's the sexy actor, Jen? Do you want us all to guess? All right, just some guy. We'll get back to driving when I first started learning. It usually cost me £13 per hour. But now, yeah. I saw learning school. I think it's £25 an hour here. But I looked into it a couple of years ago. I thought about doing it, but by the time I paid out for the car, I got it parked outside and shown. You're paying up to in London. You can pay up to £300 or more just to park it outside your house. Seriously, and it's a day. And I'll tell you something: if you ain't got a permit for it, a traffic ward will have your car like that. Just right, some guy go get my cheapest out £23. Well, yeah, I think that. Well, that's When I remember when my mate was doing it when I was 18, it was £5 an hour back then, and that was a lot of money. Anyone seen Coogan's Doctor Terrible House of Horrors? No, but that sounds interesting. I'm going to Google that. Kenneth McKell, not as that the sci-fi, but did have a sci-fi scene. There's rumours of a new series of Blackadder. Yes, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope they get it right. I love Blackadder. I did like the 3rd season, though. That worked best one. With Queenie in that. Golden Retro Movies. I just picked up a 21 DVD box set of Hammer Horrors. Just some guys. Some of the films I'll be reviewing on my channel in the next few weeks. Has that got the satanic rites of Dracula? Which is my favourite Christopher Lee vampire movie. Golden Retro Mood, £23 per hour. Fuck, that's dear. I thought it was bad, £17 per lesson back in '06. When the recession hit, guy, that taught me, knocked them down to 10. God, it's a lot in it. Can't you buy lessons where you pay for so many lessons? I forgot what the name for it. You paid like £300 or something, and you got sorts of driving. Just paid for it. There's a thing where you can learn to drive really quick. I don't know if they still do it. That's the first, but knocks him down to 10. James, Heather Thomas from The Fall. Guy, Catherine back from... Catherine back. Definitely Catherine back. Gold Retro, but you in London or in the outskirts? No, I'm in central London. I actually live in central London. Just some guy. Do you remember when Todd died after getting lightly clipped by a car? Are you a Londoner too, Jane? No, I think Jane's American, I think, isn't she? I would have said Fred's still sexy. Probably still is. For the Man of Steel are sexy. Other driving skills charge more than 23 per. God, that's a lot. Say accent you've heard the Wurzels, bloody Wurzels. Heather Thomas from Fall Guy. I mean, she was rather in that bikini shot when it credits come on. I used to like her that were in TJ, okay. You know what they call it? Sammy Lock. Do you remember Heather Locklear? Do you remember her? Heather Locklear. Do you remember her? And she ended up in Dynasty as Sammy Joe. Just some guy. Golden Retro movies. I think I'm behind the times with inflation. I'm like still owning Demolition Man. I'm okay, but I feel like bloody Buck Rogers sometimes, mate. Trust me. I get that totally. You know, I feel like a bloody caveman now. God, why can't we have all this technology out one way? We're growing up like YouTube and Facebook, you know what I mean? What did we get? 4 channels and a fucking Atari games console. Jane said Ryan like no. Ryan like Burbank. Gold Restaurant movie. Yes, Martin, I think it has that in that particular box set. Classic movie. I look forward to your review on that. I've got the Hammer House of Horror TV series with Suzanne Danielle. That would the TV series freaked me out, you know. What did you think of Blackadder Back and Forth, which was sci-fi? I loved it. When Baltic became Supreme Lord of the Universe, he went back in time to alter the future. Just some guy. Doctor Terrible is a comedic stand-up of several Hammer horrors in its mint, Martin. All the series from Amazon, eBay, trust me, it'll be your next topic. 2000 came out. I did. I missed, definitely. I think I was in love at the time. I think that I was in love at the time for quite a while, so I think that sort of lost me. Lost my abilities at that time. You know. No, it goes up every year. Just some guy driving skill lessons. Ryan, like LA. Are you in LA, Jane? I've been to New York. Ryan, like I'd love to visit America. It's big. People are very nice, actually. When I was there, the people are quite nice. You don't sound like London to me. Hang on. You don't sound London Martin to my accent. But no, I've still got my accent. I'm from Leeds. I've been down here because of work and other stuff, and relationships and others. That's how I ended up here. So I didn't go back. Once I came, I stayed. So that was it really. I did leave for a couple of years. I lived in Scarborough for a while. I was working at the theatre on stage crew there. In Scarborough. I was in Scarborough for about a year. I really liked Scarborough. It was really good. So we're building big production sets for this big, massive stage play with these special effects. You'd Brian like, wow, hello, I'd love to visit America. Heather looked like she got with Charlie Sheen for a bit. I think she did. I think she got with quite a few people, didn't she? Emma Sam's in Dynasty, yeah. Once she married to Stephen Blake's son, and he turned gay. And then they sort of milked that storyline out for about 4 years, didn't they? God, Dynasty, when I was growing up, my entire family used to watch that, They'd all sit there, don't go out until they watched it, or they used to record it. It was, honestly, Dynasty and Dallas in our house were, especially 70s, Dallas in 70s in our house, it was a big thing. I bloody hate. I was a kid at the time. I didn't really, it were boring to me. But as I got older, like into my teen, I sort of started getting into it, and I've got to admit, I do like J.R. Ewing. He was a great villain. I did watch the remake, the Dallas. When it came back, I sort of caught second season where he died and that, but he screwed everybody over in his will, which was sort of into. I think it was a nice way to finish it. But he's never aged him, has he, Patrick Duffy? But I've ordered a book. You remember Man from Atlantis? He wrote a book where you find out where he's from and what his origins are all about, which is sort of. I've ordered it off Amazon. Should be here next week. Paid about £12 for it actually, but I would like to sort of finish that off because I've got Man from Atlantis on DVD, which Man from Atlantis is a classic. It is a classic, isn't it? Jane, Dynasty, Dallas on Falcon Crests. Dallas, yeah. I much prefer Denise Richards. She married Charlie Sheen for a bit. I think she's divorced now from him. Wasn't he living with two porno stars or something? He moved two porn stars in with him. Didn't it cause a load of controversy? And he was taking loads of drugs, and he moved these two like famous porn stars in. I don't know if he's still with them. They're all a bit weird, weren't they? But it's up to him. Good on him if he's happy. I do like Charlie Sheen. He did that fantastic science fiction film. Where he's that astronomer. The Arrival. Has anybody seen that? And the sequel wasn't that bad actually, but he intercepts that message and discovers that alien conspiracy. I like The Arrival. It was a good film. Just some guy. Did you get the Blu-ray? Just some guy. Did you get the Blu-ray release of those Hammer Horror? Of those Hammer Horrors, Martin? They scared 7 shades out of me, especially at the beginning. Oh yeah. No, I got them on DVD, but I didn't know they were on Blu-ray. That means I have to upgrade to that. Yeah, that fella in that window in that house. Yeah, that terrified me. That as a kid, because I used to babysit for my 2 younger brothers, and my parents went out. It was like going to the pub every Saturday, and I were in the house watching it. I used to watch it on my own. I was absolutely sad. I don't know. I used to scare myself to death. It was like Salem's Lot. I sat in room watching it, because everybody at school were watching it, and I watched it. And I remember my mother was saying, shouldn't be watching this, And that kid at window, remember that kid who was floating at window, tapping out window going, let me in. Do you remember that scene on Salem's Lot? I think today that'd still freak me out, actually. Where it's the way he's tapping on window. That was just freaky. I think that's if something's going to scare you, I think that'd get me jumping out of the seat now. Ryan, like I will visit retro. It's certainly on my list. I want to walk into a random bar somewhere, random people, and make people wonder why a Brit is there. Well, they like your accent. They want to know if you're in a bar over there and you start talking. They will ask where you're from. They're sort of fascinated by British accent. It's pretty weird, really. I'm from Manchester, just some guy, and live there. Well, I was 60 miles from you, but I'm from Leeds. I was there I was there last year in Leeds, actually. I think I'm going back this year to see family for a few days. I was going to go to this convention in Leeds, actually. I keep meaning to go, but I keep forgetting about it. So I've got Comic Con coming up on 27th, but I don't know if I'm going to that. I mean, I think it's like 24 quid to get in just for a day now. I'm not really into mood. I'm not £24 for a bloody day of it, 22 quid. What, to queue up and just get pushed around with thousands of people? Prefer independent ones now. But I don't know. Some friends are going. But I'm thinking about going the Friday because they open Friday. There isn't as many people there. Saturday's like worst day for it. So I might go on the Friday. Golden Retro Movies. Good old Corrie Salford. Emmerdale was filmed in Leeds. I've been on Emmerdale set. I've been to Village as well. I've been with my family years ago. Went for a meal at Woolpack. Well, it was cold. It was another pub. Last year, awesome place for Coke Club. Loved LA. Did a tour of the West Coast of America. Last year, awesome place. Really liked San Francisco. Cool. Kerry, last sort of films. Drought was Elvira's House, Macabre, The Coffin Collection. Ooh. Right. Elvira. Terrible movie, but you won't complaining about her. Just some guy, Golden Ritter of good old Corrie Salford, and Emmerdale, and just some guy. This is a Blu-ray release that came out end of last year. I got on first week. I had to go to bed with her on, but my sister was 10 years older and could stay up, so I'd sneak down and watch from the room. Yeah. I remember I always had to go to bed, like when all good stuff were on. Do you know what I mean? You had to go to bloody bed, didn't you? But like when V were on, luckily I was about 14 when V were on, so I could watch it. You remember V with Alien Lizard Baby, like with her with tongue sticking out, and it freaks everybody out, didn't it? Remember, it was all over the newspaper. You've got news, didn't it? Lizard Baby, people really freaked out over that. Now, when you watch it, you just don't bat an eyelid, do you? Must say I'm a fan of Manchester Retro. Yes, sickly west of Yorkshire, but I do like the place. Martin, have you seen the episodes Desperation opening moves from Falcon's Crest? No. I didn't really. The one thing I remember of Falcon's Crest, it was a wine thing, wasn't it? And it was Jane Wyman. And Emmett did Renegade, Lorenzo Lamas. You remember Renegade? When he was a cop who'd been disgraced for a crime he didn't commit, and he went out in the Badlands looking for the villains that set him up, and then fighting crime as well. Actually, it was pretty cool, wasn't it? Really, quite like Renegade. I remember somebody I was going out with at the time. She really fancied him. Hang on. Last other film was that right. All right. Right, I must say I'm fan of. All right, Jane. Martin was saying right. Golden. I don't watch Korean. I don't watch any of it anymore. Last time I watched a soap opera must have been 10 years ago, and I don't. If you said to me what is going on in Easter, I ain't got a clue. What I found with soap operas that they repeat the same stories every 3 years. You've got the affair. I'm your dad. The adopted child returning. The scam. The villain. The nice person. It's all the same setup all the time. I don't bother with it. I did like Emmerdale. I stuck with that because I suppose I was from Leeds. But I do not watch BBC at all now. I don't watch normal telly. I just don't. There's nothing on it. You know, if I want it, I can stream it. I can stream it. If I watch Doctor, I stream it. So, Martin said, right. I don't know what's called. Jane Badley was way fit in V. Matt, you have to agree. Oh God, Jane Badley, yeah. I, Jane bloody Badley, yeah. Jane Badley. I do remember Lydia as well. June Chadwick. Golden Return movie. I don't watch Corrie, I'm afraid. I'm just some guys I don't watch soap. My mum does, but I don't. I think soaps are like for an older generation now, aren't they? I've heard Hollyoaks is going to be getting cancelled. Because they're all floating. It seems like younger ones are sort of floating off it now. They're all online, aren't they? I mean, TV's changing. We choose what we want to watch now. I mean, if I'm in, I'll just watch YouTube, or I'll go to Netflix and Amazon. If there's anything I want, and if I want to watch anything, I'll just find a site and stream it. So I know some sites that as we all do. Kerif, hang on, Kerif, V with Robert. Oh God, yeah, and that woman eating rats. Remember Diana when she dropped that guinea pig down her throat and everybody? I mean, it did get some reactions at the time, that didn't it? You know, just some guy. I fancied Megan Cook from V, the same girl. And ended up on Friday. Oh yeah, God, I remember her. Yeah, Kerif. Soap seems to be written by a computer. Yeah, no, I agree. They repeat everything. I mean, Christmas Day is like the same thing. The murder, the exposure, the affair, the dodgy deal. I'm your dad. I'm your long lost relative. I mean, it's just, you know, it's just ridiculous. I don't even know who's in EastEnders now. Mitchell's still in it. Do you know what I mean? I think last time I saw it, Dirty Den died in it. When she knocks him out at back of barn. I only went back to it because I was curious that Leslie Grantham had returned. Did you know he were in Doctor Who with Davros? You know, he played one of Davros's henchmen. Remember Dalek Troopers with a big Dalek thing sticking out? That freaked me out when I first put those visitors at. I know. But V's getting remade apparently. It's going to the cinema. It's going to be based more on 80s one. I did like the new series, but it started going up its own ass, didn't it? They want here to eat us, so they were here to find human soul and all that. And when it started going like that, it just started losing it for me. I thought, please don't go down this path. Because we're getting this with Battlestar Galactica, you know what I mean? That went up its ass, didn't it? Final 2 seasons. Up to season 3, BSG were good, and then they didn't know what to do with it after that. Did they? I mean, final episode it were awful. Hang on. Golden Retro, just some guy. Of course, he's still in EastEnders. His daughter's amazing. Oh, right. Golden Retro movies that. All right, I've from my visitors. Just some guy filling it. Bye bye, everyone, and take it. Okay, bud. Yeah, you have a good stream. I'm going to try and get on after this because I've been on 1 hour, 30 minutes. I'll just finish this off. Right, I'll have a good one, Golden Retro. Yeah, Golden Retros is doing a stream on his channel. He'll be on now, I think. Jane, the EP Desperation Falcon Crest is the last season from Robert Fox's character, who was married to Samantha Montgomery from Bewitched. Falcon last season, Robert Fox's character, Chasey, jumped in the water of San Francisco, and the next EP opening was all right. And he ended up as the admiral on Deep Space Nine, who tried taking over Starfleet. Just some guy. Do you remember when Mark Singer was in that? Oh God, yeah, the Mountain Man. Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, that were in first season. Yeah, right. That's me. I'm off to What's Good Omens. Hope you all have a good night and day. Yep, same to you, Ryan. I'm gonna go myself because I'm gonna watch a film and. That's it. I've got a big day tomorrow. So, right, guys, I will be on Sunday at 7 o'clock. If you want to talk about, just post it and let me know. And I will see you all Sunday at 7. So, hang on. Right, just some movies there later, buddy, if you're on. Take care, live long. And to you, Kenneth. Just some guy. I've got Highlander series so years ago from Battle Orders. Cool. That sounds really cool. What sword is it? All right, tell me on Sunday. I look forward to hearing more about that. Right, just some guys Sunday is right. Thanks for joining, guys. I will be on Sunday at 7 o'clock. I'll see you all then. Have a great week, and of course, go science fiction. So I'll see you soon.